Hey y'all, welcome back to Storm of Truth. This is your top 10 cans to stock for your pantry long term. Starting with this. And if they're not in order, I'm just going to show you what I would get, or what I'd recommend. Whatever brand you like. I know lots of people like to do more a lot better, but for the money, you can't go wrong for this price right here for a meal in a can. It's so much cheaper. I highly recommend this. You'll get used to it, especially if something goes down. The hungrier you get, you'll get used to it a lot quicker. Truthfully. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, that's representing chili. I've got all different kind of varieties. And you can also just get the chili beans without just, made chili or whatever, especially somebody has got a tolerance to spices or anything like that. If it gives you heartburns, you just can't eat spicy stuff. Just get the chili beans. Okay, let's go to the next item. Here's something else. Whatever variety you like, that's an easy meal out of the can right there. There's so many choices on that. And I know it's not organic. Most stuff is not anymore. But we're talking about days that's going on that organic's just not going to be there for like they used to be. Till you can get better food that you can eat properly like you need to. Or grow your own food. We're talking about survival food in case it's not there on the shelves. Let's go to something else. Okay. Creamy chicken and dumplings. They got all kinds of different varieties like that. And that's a good meal out of the can just to more or less to heat up and do that I would get and I'd stock up on. It's not as good as homemade or nothing like that. We all know that, but you can always do homemade when you get ready. Just something to stockpile. And this is for the fish eaters out there. This is a highly recommended prep. It's good and healthy. I know it's went through the roof on that price, and I don't think it's ever going to go back down. There's so many different varieties of salmon too. So if you do eat this, I highly recommend you to prep that. And chicken, canned chicken, whatever variety you want to get, be sure and stockpile it. It's still available usually everywhere, and it's still not horribly priced right now. So I would definitely prep a lot of chicken up in a can for long term, cause it lasts years and years, even past the expiration dates. As long as that thing ain't rusted out, chances it's gonna be good to eat. And my voice is a little messed up. I do have a cold right now, but I'll be all right. Tomato soup. If anybody likes tomato soup, you can put it with other stuff or whatever. You make a meal out of it. Mix with other stuff. I think it's a good prep. And just like the beef stew I showed you a while ago, you can also just pour it over rice or whatever you want to make it make a bigger meal, whatever you want to, whatever you want to pour it over. If you don't want to just eat the beef stew right out of the can like it is, which I usually eat just the beef stew alone. But I could pour it over, or you could pour it over potatoes or whatever else. Which it has a decent amount of potatoes, but you could pour it over anything else you wanted to. And this, if you have to get Keystone or whatever, if you can't find this, I highly recommend you get this. You can make so many meals out of this, from hamburger helper. It's endless, really, what you can make with this. So many possibilities that taste good. Especially anybody that's a meat eater. I know there's a bunch of vegans on here too that don't eat it, but anybody that eats meat, this is a good beef. Here's another good one. You make tacos or whatever else you want to do out of this. Or bean burritos, whatever. I make bean burritos. You could really mix it with anything, make any kind of meal out of it. Or you just heat them up, or you could eat them right out of the can. Which I can eat them out of a can, but I want them things usually heated up. They just don't taste good to me at all. And there's a lot of protein in them. So if you don't have meat on hand, that would help a lot. That'd fill the protein void right there. Okay, here's the last one coming up. Okay, this is turkey spam. This can be cooked with anything and make a good meal. There's some people don't like spam that great, but for survival food, I think it's a real good survival food. And it lasts so many years too. So whatever variety, there's all kind of luncheon meat and everything else. Even the generic brands, I highly recommend you to prep that for long-term storage. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and y'all have a great day.